The Toronto Real Asian International Film Festival kicks off tomorrow, and this year marks the 25th year that the event has been showcasing contemporary Asian cinema and the work of Asian artists around the world. Joining me now to talk about this year's festivities is Head of Programming, Aram Siuwai Collier. Hi, Aram, how are you?
Hi, Erica. How are you?
Good. So let's talk about what's on tap this year. I know last year it was all online because of the pandemic, but that's sort of changed a bit this year, right?
A little bit. So our opening night film is tomorrow. It's called Islands. It's by a local Filipino-Canadian director, Martin Idrulin. It premiered earlier this year at South by Southwest Festival. It's won a lot of awards, and we couldn't hold it back. And so we are showing this in person. Just being mindful of that we are still in the pandemic. Most of our offerings will be digital still, but excited to get back in a room with friends and family and strangers too, and sit in a dark room and see this really wonderful film.
Yeah, for sure. And beyond that, there's so many films to see, and it's actually accessible to Canadians, not just in Toronto, but across the country.
Yeah, that's been one of the kind of silver linings of being online, is that we are able to kind of go beyond our traditional in-person borders of the GTA and be able to show work across the country. And we've had a lot of good response from people in other provinces, and even people in other parts of the province who wouldn't have been otherwise been able to come down to Toronto and join us. So, a few good things here and there. Right?
I love that. All right, and festivals like this are so important for representation. That's sort of one of the main, reasons why you put on the festival. In the last year, we've seen huge success for things like Shang-Chi and Squid Game. So how much progress do you think has been made over the past 2 decades in terms of representation?
I don't think progress is always linear. One of the things is our mission has always been to highlight the work of Asian Canadian artists and media makers. And so, I think you are starting to see some inroads in the industry, but we've also seen that before. So, we just kind of keep doing what we're doing and highlighting really emerging talent. And I think, Martin Idrulin's Islands film is definitely a part of that. There's a lot of work that comes from outside of that Hollywood industry too. So we have a couple other Canadian films, Damascus Dreams by Emily Seri, This Stained Dawn by Anam Abbas, really great documentaries. So there's a lot that makes up this media landscape beyond what might be the accessible things that we get through various streaming platforms. And so while all of that is great to have that conversation about representation, we're also really focusing on the art and the craft of these really talented Asian Canadian filmmakers.
Yeah, and there's an opportunity for, I think, a lot of people to see some works that aren't, as out there in the mainstream. So how can people, get more information or purchase tickets?
Well, definitely, like you mentioned, most of our offerings are online. So if you go to our website, realasian.com, so real as in like a film reel, you can get all the information there. And that'll be the main place where you can start by watching these great films online.
Okay, wonderful. So the Toronto Real Asian Film Festival runs from November 10th to 19th. Aram, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.